Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Counterside. So this video is technically not a global video, however this is going to be helpful for global players because I will be talking about the best awakened character. Now we already know there is more than 14 awakened characters in Counterside overall, and right now in the global server we already have 2. And the third one has already been announced and will be coming out in the following update. But this video is going to talk about the awakened character that you guys definitely want to have in the future because she is absolutely insane. Now before I do that guys, I would like to say and apologize for not posting any videos. Last week was very hectic, so I needed to have a little bit of a break, so I decided to take a 2-day break. Quick announcement, the giveaway is going to be ending later on today and the winners will be announced tomorrow. So there is going to be 2 winners. So if you guys haven't gone over to the giveaway video, go ahead and leave a comment. Make sure you are subscribed because if you're not subscribed, you will not be entered into the giveaway. Now don't forget to like the video, subscribe, stay tuned for more content on Counterside. If you guys don't want to miss out on future Counterside video, make sure that post notification is on. And if you guys find this video helpful and overall useful, make sure you click the like button. It helps out with the algorithm and it also helps other people find this video. Okay, let's go over to our collections. Currently in the SEA server we have about 14 awakened units and I'm only missing 2 of them. So as you can see, I'm missing the Nayubin as well as the Amy. Now there is actually a lot of good awakened characters, all of them have their uses, but in my opinion I would say the best awakened character is the Ministra. Now she isn't as OP as she was at the start when she was released, however she is definitely still a meta unit in PvP and PvE content. There is only 3 game modes that she isn't the best in, which is Danger Close as well as Raid and Colosseum Raid as well. But you guys don't have to worry about that because Danger Close you don't really use awakened characters, and with Colosseum Raid you don't really, well, there's only 2 or 3 awakened characters you use over there. And with the raid function, it doesn't really matter how much damage you do as long as you have teammates that can, or friends that can actually help complete the raid. So it doesn't really matter that she's not good in any of that content. But yeah, Ministra in my opinion is one of the greatest awakened characters and I personally do take her everywhere. I mean everywhere, obviously except the 3 stages that she isn't good in, or 3 game modes she isn't good in. She is a 5 deployment cost unit, which is a very low deployment cost for awakened units. If you go ahead and take a look at them, most of them have a 6 deployment cost. In the future, more awakened units will be released and some of them even have higher deployment cost than 6. There's actually one other awakened character that most people will say is one of the greatest awakened character, which is the Seo Yun. I personally would actually rather use the Ministra. She is a ranger class character, and as well as the Seo Yun is also a ranger class character, but in my opinion she is just greater to get because of the amount of debuff she can bring as well as her insane amounts of damage as well. For her 5 deployment cost units, her damage is absolutely insane. So I will briefly go over her skills, the main important ones, and then we'll take her into some gameplay so I can actually show you guys how good she is. Right now in PvP she isn't banned, so I can actually take her in and I can show you guys some PvP gameplay as well. So going over to a skill, so blah 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 blah. First one basically does AoE attack. Moving over to the passive, if a target hit by basic attack dies within 10 seconds, up to 3 swords are summoned at their location. The swords basically provide you with huge debuff for the enemies. As you can see, for 8 seconds the enemy is debuffed and the attack speed and skill haste is decreased by 33%. Now this is a huge amount of debuff. You will actually notice a big effect with this with in PvP content. That's why you definitely want to use her. Now one also amazing thing about passive is this: once you get this to level 5, when her HP drops below 60%, she moves backwards and summons an unhealable mutator Spyra. Now Spyra is another very strong striker character in the game. Now the one that she summons over here is more tanky and more dangerous than the normal Spyra, and the normal Spyra is already a broken striker character, so that the fact that she can actually summon the Spyra means she's absolutely insane. I like to say that she is a 2-in-1 character because you can get 2 characters with the price of only 5 deployment cost. You will notice a big advantage in PvP with this passive over here. Moving on to this special, she basically does AoE damage. The enemy loses 100% of incoming healing. So in PvP content where enemies are healing or your opponents are healing, she can shut that down. A level 5 skill resets duration of all swords on the field. so the debuff is able to last longer as well. Going over to ultimate skill, inflicts AoE damage, summons 2 additional swords, and as you can see, the swords basically help debuff your enemies. So now you're taking a look at the skill and you're thinking, yeah, she provides you guys with a great debuff, but you also need to know that her damage is definitely up there. Now we like to say that the best Awakened Ranger class character for damage is the the Seo Yun. However, based on what I can see with the Ministra, the debuff as well as the damage, I would say it's actually a lot better to use the Ministra than the Seo Yun in some contents. Now the Seo Yun is a unit that you actually will need or will be very good for the raid and Colosseum raid because of the damage. Go ahead and show you guys some gameplay. Now we'll be taking on some PvE and some PvP content. Now I'm not gonna lie, I think the only Awakened character I use the most now is the Ministra. Let me take a look. So the 2 Awakened, well, there's actually 4 Awakened characters I use the most, and I will go over that in order. The Ministra is the first one I use the most, followed by the Replacer Queen, followed by the Replacer King as well for PvP content whenever he isn't banned. Those are the 3 Awakened characters I use the most, as well as the Seo Yun as well. But those are the 4 Awakened characters I use the most. I would like to use Jush Yun a lot more. I think he's absolutely insane for some of the PvE content. Anyways, let's go over to some PvP content. So let's take a look at the bans and up for this week. As you can see, this is it for the SEA server. Okay, sorry about that little cut. I had to actually go ahead and do the matches myself without talking, because I realized when I talk I actually start feeling the matches. But this is my wins and the ratio right now with using Ministra. I did lose a couple of ones, but I did keep changing. I keep changing my teams to find a better way to make my team better. So this is what I've actually decided to stick with, because I realized obviously sniper characters are very annoying, so I needed a Kang So Young over here, and I started to use the up characters for this week. But I will be showing guys some gameplay right now. So this is the opponents that I literally just faced before I started recording, but I will be showing you guys why I really love Ministra, because the fact that she can summon Spyro is absolutely insane. So let's go ahead and just do this at ×2. So if you guys don't know, now you've been obviously one of the greatest characters for PvP, but right now this unit I can use, and I use my Xiaolin to provide with some backup damage. I actually was surprised that my striker units was able to actually tank some of the damage being dealt by Na Yubin. My sniper units died, as you guys saw, and I did kind of misplay that a little bit with the Kang So Young. Most of my units are dead, as you can see, which kind of sucks. But yeah, the reason why you don't want to use Yuna right now is because she dies way too easy. So I saw this coming. All I needed to do now was summon my Ministra, and there we go. She immediately got damaged by 60%, and Spyro came in straight away. Now this is why you love Spyro. She's able to jump backwards and attack people at the back line. She's absolutely tanky, and her damage is absolutely insane. And also we had another striker characters to help her out. So whilst they are going over to the enemy's base, I had to just try and defend my own base right now. So Spyro over here, as you can see, just a little bit of health, but that came in very handy. And as you can see, Ministra still being here, but she died. But there we go. The reason why I won is because Spyro was able to just completely rush all the way to the end. Let's go ahead and see the amount of damage my Ministra was able to do, as well as the Spyro. I'm assuming she probably dealt the second highest, as you can see. Yeah, this is the amount of damage dealt. Nino Blue still absolutely insane for PvP. I actually honestly regretted getting her to level 110 until I decided to use her again, and there we go. So this is it for now. Let's go over to our second gameplay, over to the mech team. So this is an opponent I actually faced. If you guys don't know, mech team is pretty annoying, but I was actually happy I was able to kill the evolved one before he did his special. Let's see how much skill haste does he have. 72%. Okay, that's actually quite good. Let's go ahead and see the gameplay. Let's go. So I'm pretty sure, yeah, Ministra is here, so we're gonna show you guys how I managed to beat this. I'm not saying Ministra was the reason why I won, but I would like to think so. There we go. I summoned, wait, why did that come? I don't know why that was summoned on my side. Oh yeah, I was using Ifrit in this team. Anyways, so far Ministra is over there. Spyro comes in clutch, as you can see, being very tanky and dealing huge amount of damage. So she's able to go all the way to the back as well. She kills everyone in the back line as well. Sorry about that little detour. Okay, the Spyro is dead, but we still got Ministra over here. who is still able to deal huge amounts of damage. What you're going to notice at the end is Ministra was the one that dealt, I think, most of the damage. Let's go ahead and see our stats. Ministra is over there. Let's go over to Spiral for a second. As you can see, she tanked a lot of damage. Very nice. So that is the PvP gameplay. Let's go over to some PvE gameplay. This one over here, we're fighting against level 130 evolved 1 and all these other 130 units. Now this is going to be open to you guys once you've cleared dive 50, but right now in the global server isn't opened up. So this is the team I'm going to take into it. So our main focus right now is the Ministra, to see how much damage she's able to do and how useful she's going to be in this stage. Now I'm not saying Ministra is going to be the go-to unit for this particular stage, but I wanted to just show you guys how Ministra is going to work in this hard content, hard PvE content. So let's go. Yeah, let's see. So we're gonna summon our Orca, all of that units. We're not gonna summon any other like healers besides the Yangarine with the well, to increase the skill haste of ranger units. Let's see how this is gonna go. Okay, there we go, using our ultimate. Now in this, you actually want to use a lot of CDR. Unfortunately my CDR get isn't the greatest at the moment, but I think right now everything's actually quite good. So there we go. Our our Ministra has been damaged, and now with Spyro over here, it's going to help us tank a little bit. There we go. Once again, does her debuff. Now we're actually aiming to beat this within under 1 minute and 30 seconds. Fortunately, our Spyro did not survive a lot, which kind of sucks, but as you can see, this is it. Now let's take a look at the amount of damage dealt. We are able to beat this in 1 minute and 53 seconds. So Ministra dealt the highest amount of damage, followed by Gayun, followed by the rest of the units, as you can see. So hopefully you guys find this video very helpful and overall enjoyable. I did show you guys Ministra in both PvE and PvP content. She is going to be an absolute beast when she does get released in the global server. So when the time comes, or hopefully when the game developers release a new roadmap to showcase future characters coming out, hopefully we should know when Ministra is going to be coming out, so that you guys can go ahead and save for her, because you definitely don't want to miss out on her banner. So hopefully you guys like this video. Stay tuned for more content on Counterside. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.
Was it the voice? Was it the fire burning in me? All of the noise turned into choirs of harmony.